made me laugh. And not just one of these ha-ha, we're talking guttural laughs from the belly. I was on the subway looking crazy. Oh, hell, I'm in New York. I didn't look crazy. I looked like everybody else. I'm just reading this book and laughing my ass off. Get this book. You will love it, you will love it, you will love it. Sitting down with John Waters tomorrow. If you have anything you'd like me to ask him, by all means, shoot me an email, Twitter me, Facebook me. We'll make sure to get your question in, which means you'll definitely want to tune in on Friday to hear what me and Mr. Waters discuss. Could get crazy, could get unfiltered, but that's what we're about here. That is what we are about, just saying and doing whatever the hell we want. Well, speaking about doing whatever the hell we want, you know, one of my favorite things to do is to unlock the dungeon, throw some people in. Haven't been here in a week, so what does that mean? Damn it, we're putting 2 people in there right now. And let me tell you, it was a difficult decision deciding who was going to go into the dungeon today. There's a lot of bad people out there. People killing people. This president of BP Oil, who's absolutely asinine. Now, I know that asinine is spelled with 1 S. In his case, they should change the spelling of it and put 2 S's in there. We're going to get to him. We're going to get to him. Right now, we're jumping over the pond, heading over to the UK. Somebody's going into the dungeon. And I am going to tell you who that is. The gentleman's name is Derek Bird. Cumbria was the specific vicinity. Don't know if you heard about this, but I'm going to tell you if you didn't. And if you already heard about it, you're going to like this because we're putting Derek Bird where he needs to go. Get this. Derek Bird, a taxi driver, UK, killed 12 people, injured 25, shot himself. That's right, get this. Details are still coming out. Derek Bird is a taxi driver, just went on one of these sprees. And, you know, I hate that word because when I hear the word spree, unfortunately, that's not what happened when he was driving his taxi, because if it was, he would have taken himself out before he had a chance to do what I consider to be mass destruction. I hate the word spree. When I hear the word spree, it sounds so fun. You go on a shopping spree. You just, I don't know, it makes me have a vision of somebody just running through the fields on the afternoon. I need to come up with a new word, or we do, not, you know, these killing sprees. There's got to be another word for that that's much more effective. Anyways, taxi driver went on a rampage. It's a little bit better. Killing 12 people, injuring 25. This is the last count that I had. Taxi driver, and what they are saying, makes it even worse. Some reports suggest that he actually beckoned victims over to his car. And, you know, we've all seen this. Someone needs some help. Hey, come on over here. You beckon somebody over to the car, and then he would shoot them at point blank range. Exactly. You know, you're being a good Samaritan, helping out your fellow neighbor, seeing somebody beckoning you to the car, and then shooting them at point blank range. Now, other witnesses described seeing Bird driving down the road, pointing his gun out of the window. You know what? I'm not even going to go on with this because I know exactly what needs to happen. I don't need to hear anymore. I don't think you do. Guess where Derek Bird is going? He's going on a taxi ride straight to hell, straight to the Unfiltered dungeon. Now, I don't know how they do stuff over in the UK. He's killed himself anyways. He shot himself, so he's not going to have to face the criminal justice system over in the UK. But we know where we're sending him. He's not in heaven right now, not in purgatory, not in hell. He's in dungeon, which is worse than hell. May you have fun, Mr. Bird. Not gonna like it. Not gonna like it one bit. Now, somebody else, and this is gonna take us out of America as well. Wow, a lot of people I'm pissed off at are not Americans. I love this. Not that I'm trying to be nationalistic, and not that that makes it any better, but I just realized that I'm, going off on people tonight that are not from the United States of America, which is interesting because people around here are always pissing me off. Anyways, we all know the Natalie Holloway case in Aruba. Body has never been found. She disappeared. She's dead. She's dead. I'm pretty confident in that. There's not been a body discovered, but everyone's pretty much agreed that she's dead. Now, when she was murdered, one of the suspects that came up over and over again was Joran van der Sloot. Joran van der Sloot. He was, questioned repeatedly. He had a very powerful father. He never was charged with anything. There were a couple of other people that were questioned as well. But Joran, there was always a lot of focus on Joran van der Sloot. In her murder, nothing ever came of that. Nothing ever came of that. I don't have a picture of Joran to put up. Get this. Interpol. Now, Interpol is the real deal if you're over in the UK. It's like being wanted by the FBI here. When Interpol gets involved, some serious you-know-what's going down. And I almost just said the word. That's just how crazy I'm feeling right now. Glad I didn't. I want to be on the air. Anyways, Interpol is involved in a search for Joran van der Sloot. Why, you might ask? I'm going to tell you why. Because Joran van der Sloot's going to the dungeon for the reason he's being hunted. Get this. In Peru, a 21-year-old female has been murdered. We already know where this is going. Guess who the last person was that was seen with the young lady. Her name was Stephanie Tatiana Flores Ramirez. She was found dead this morning in the Miraflores Hotel, TAC. She vanished on Friday. Joran was the last person to see her alive, according to her family. She reportedly left a casino with Joran and was not seen again until her body was found. What does Joran do? He's fled the country. Fled the country on May 31st. He is suspected of being in Argentina. Interpol is searching for him. Now, I was kind of giving him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt when this Natalie Holloway case blew up, just because things were getting so crazy. Not anymore. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, what is it? It's a duck. Cluck, cluck. 2 females are murdered, dead, and you're the last person that was seen with them. Not a coincidence, and if you didn't do anything, you wouldn't be heading down to Buenos Aires. I mean, what are you going to be doing down there? Or maybe you're in the backwoods of Argentina. Hopefully you're not at Eva Perón's grave or doing something like that crazy. But this kid's out of his mind. Joran van der Sloot, guess where you're going? Nope, you're not going to trial. You're not going to a court of law. You are going straight to the dungeon. Get down there. That's where you're going. I hope you have fun while you're there. Now, there's somebody else that I could put in the dungeon, but I'm not going to. At least not tonight, because I want to have a little bit of a lengthier discussion about this. It's a little, it's a lot more serious than, just a soundbite and throwing this person into the dungeon for me. Just this whole situation is very, very sad. It's made me very, very angry, and it's gotten me riled up in a way that I haven't been riled up about an issue in a very long time. I'm talking about the BP oil spill. And even when I say that, it just doesn't seem to capture really what's going on. I mean, again, when I think of a spill, I think of me knocking over this cup of water or the milk bottle. I mean, technically, yes, this is an oil spill, but it's really more of an oil spew. It's really more of an oil volcano. I mean, that's what it looks like. We've all seen the footage on TV, and we've all seen underwater volcanoes. Those exist. That's what this looks like. And as we all know, volcanoes just spew stuff all over the place. We've seen them. I mean, we had the one in Iceland recently, just spewing stuff into the air, bringing the aviation industry to a standstill. Now imagine taking that volcano